welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to turn into Cheryl Blossom from Riverdale. She's a little bit of a psychopath, but I freaking love her. A little while ago, my sister had me turn her into Veronica from the series, so I did that and it made me want to do Cheryl. So here we are. If you guys want to see a video on how to look like Veronica, then let me know and I will do that. So until then, and without further ado, let's get into this tutorial. Okie doke, so Cheryl Blossom. I already have my foundation, concealer, and powder on, and now I am dipping a spoolie in the same foundation I used for the rest of my face and running that through my eyebrows. And this is just going to help eliminate some of the darkness that is in them. And now using this orangey brown that is mostly orange, I am filling in my eyebrows. And really, I'm just working to try and get them to look as similar to hers as possible without having to completely block them out and like reshape everything. My eyebrows are fairly similar shape to hers, so it's not too difficult for me. But the key points that you want to focus on for her brows is that they are a rounded arch. So make sure you get the arch going and that you round it out the top so it's not like a really pointy, sharp arch. Now I'm going in with this light brown eyeshadow and running it through my brows. I'm only doing a tiny bit of this, but it's really going to help blend my natural brow color into the orange color. Now to prep my eyes for some eyeshadow, I'm actually priming them with concealer rather than actual eye primer because I found that concealer actually helps really make eyeshadows a lot more pigmented and they blend out super nice this way, and it also stays on just as long as a regular eye primer. Now going back in with that light brown eyeshadow I used on my brows, I am going to lightly blend that first into the crease and then eventually all over my entire lid. Just kind of give a more even base to everything. I'm not being like super precise with this eyeshadow just because it blends out really nicely and it's a super subtle shade. Now I'm going in with this darker brown eyeshadow and really focusing that onto the outer V of my eye. So I'm first packing it onto that outer corner and then I'm using a fluffy brush to blend it into everything else. Now using the super light cream eyeshadow, I am putting that on the inner half of my lid and blending it into the rest of the brown. This is just going to give a really nice little brightening effect to the eye. Then I am throwing some of that lighter brown underneath my lower lash line. Now for the eyeliner, along with the rest of this makeup, I'm looking at a specific photo reference of one of her makeup looks. In the show, I'm pretty sure she has a wing at some point, but for this, I'm just copying that exact makeup. So I'm doing a really basic line, no wing, nothing like that, keeping it super tight to the lashes. To make it fit with the rest of the eye makeup, I'm then going over it with some black eyeshadow. This is one, gonna help mattify any shine there is from the eyeliner, and two, it's gonna help blur the edges of the liner just a tiny bit, so it's a little bit more subtle than just a stark black line. Then I'm lining my waterline with black and I'm bringing it all the way to the inner corner, kind of forming a point, because that again is what is in the photo reference. Now I'm doing the basics I always do, curling my lashes, adding some mascara not only to the top but also to the bottom lashes. Then I popped on these Wispies from Ardell off camera, and now we can go on to contouring the face. For once in my life, I'm doing a character who has a square jaw, which means I get to actually make my jaw more pronounced rather than having to try and make it rounder. So to give this effect, I am contouring just underneath my jaw and just behind it on the sides to really emphasize it and bring it forward. I'm also contouring just the sides of my chin as well because hers is a little bit more pronounced and elongated than mine is. So the bridge of my nose is pretty similar in width to her nose, so I'm not really trying to add or subtract any width to that, but I'm just trying to put a little bit more definition to it. And her nostrils are slightly larger than mine, so I'm adding some contour just around those to kind of make them a little bit larger, and I'm also adding a little bit contour underneath my nose because hers is a hell of a lot shorter than mine is. Then once those lines are laid down, I'm just blending it out with my fingers because I don't like blending out contour on my nose using brushes. Moving on to highlight, I am using this super white blinding highlight and applying it generously to my cheekbones. And I'm also applying the smallest amount on my nose. Moving on to blush, I'm first applying this coral color in the areas that you would usually apply blush and contour. In the photo reference I'm using, the blush is also used as contour, sort of, so we're going with that. That's what we're doing. And to help further define and contour that, I'm using this darker blush only in the hollows of my cheeks and then blending it into the rest of the blush. And now for Cheryl's staple, it is time for the red lips. I already outlined my lips, but I don't have any video of it because my camera decided to stop recording and I didn't notice. Just outline your lips and slightly overline them if you feel like it, because she's got huge lips and I'm freaking jealous. But yeah, I'm just filling them in with a red matte liquid lipstick. After doing the lipstick, I popped in some brown circle lenses to my eyeballs, and then I decided that I need to darken up the crease a tiny bit more. Added a choker because that's also another Cheryl staple. I pinned one side of my hair back, and then I decided that the lips needed some gloss. So I have this super high shine lip gloss that I'm just applying over the top of it all. You can go either way with matte or glossy because she does use both in the show, but the added benefit to the gloss is that it makes your lips look a lot bigger. So that is it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, feel free to give it a like and subscribe down below if you want to see more makeup transformation weirdness, because that's like all I do here. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video, and until then, later!